Hi all, this is Charlene Turner. Here we go. This is going to be the interior. Let's take a look. Let's see what's going on with this big, huge cane. Let me see where we're at so you can see. I took some time, tried to, on and off today, to reduce it. We're down to, whoops, I need to lower the camera so you can see what's going on here. Alright, I am approximately 5 inches in length at this stage in the game. And the height of this cane is 2.5 inches. So here we go. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. Okay. So, let's see. I was afraid, and it did happen as I started finally reducing this. I got it down so I knew it was kind of the consistency all the way through. And it was time to just keep lengthening it and moving it out to, you know, reduce it so it wasn't quite so big. In here in the center, I have lost some of the center, and I knew that was going to happen eventually. And this is the piece that I cut out of it. And I'll give you a hint like this. This is going to look pretty cool. Opening up in the center, this will be interesting because when you're reducing something like this, you are going to get distortion. If you look at the first videos, a lot of this was pretty solid looking and was pretty clear of what I was making with it. But, you know, polymer clay is soft and it's going to distort and move around a little bit as you're reducing it. Unless you leave a cane completely, push it together the first couple times, you're gonna lose some of the original pattern. And you know, this is that other piece, the other two pieces that I took from the ends. Now I'm going to show you the end of it. This is where I got to the point where I went, yeah, I gotta stop because the center is just losing it. You can see the dip in the center. I mean, I didn't have to stop. I could have kept reducing it, and one of the things I did do was to reduce something that was so large was to take it and start pulling like this on all the sides, and then do what I call the wiggle. You ready? Where you wiggle it, pull it and wiggle, pull and wiggle. While I'm moving my thumbs, I'm separating it and pulling it a little bit. I don't want to do this too much because I don't want to get it all soft again. So there we are. So are you ready? I'm excited. I'm scared. It's a lot of work. The good news for me when you're doing something this large is this was truly an experiment. Get this camera situated here. Truly an experiment to see. I'd never done something this huge. And I don't care if you're a newbie, if you're somebody who's been doing canes for 20 years. When you cut into a cane, you really don't know what you're going to get in the center. And it can be a great surprise and it can be disappointing. So before I go to the disappointing part, hopefully we're not going to get there. Remember my handy dandy little mirror. Now if we went with just, even though I lost the center of that cane, I don't know if we can really see, that's going to be beautiful. That's going to be really cool. Now I knew that we'd lose a little of the pattern up on the top. And so I know that I've always got my mirror if I'm not happy with what the center looks like. So it's a great investment. Even, you know, if you go to Deb Leopold and get one of her mirror sets, if you don't find one of Michael's or you can't get it where you want to go, or you would like to get it, probably the best $10 in shipping that I ever paid. So this is my lovely Lucy clay tool. And again, this is another one of those fantastic pieces of equipment, as well as their extruder, especially with Kato clay. The Lucy extruder I've tried, broke, handled, used, a bunch of other different kinds, and yeah, it's very pricey, these tools are, but I can honestly say everybody I have talked to says that it was worth it. And I really, really agree. If you're going to do lots of cane work, lots of cutting work, so it's definitely worth it. Now, the only problem I have with the Lucy clay tool is I don't have enough depth. Now, this is the biggest one. I'm not going to be able to get to the center of that cane. and try to keep it dead even. So I'm going to have to do the handy dandy cutting. So excuse me why I put this off video, because I don't have enough room with this tripod to try to cut it as straight through as possible. So 1 second. And whoops, why I'm doing this and why the camera's crooked. Let's see. Come on, camera. Okay, why I'm doing this, don't forget to, when you have somebody that inspires you, and I'm not talking about me necessarily at all, but somebody who inspires you, like some of my people that I can honestly say that have inspired me are when I grab my paper so you can see this, I'm going to just whip off these names. Probably one of the best one would be Donna Cato, who started me on the look at the camera, started me on this interest in doing lots of cane work. Deb Leopold again, she had some beautiful cane work. Cindy Litz, who does wonderful free videos. Rhiannon Sanders, Sanderis, I think it is, started the 52 Weekly Cane Group. That's probably a fantastic group for learning cane work. And all that hard work in 4 years really improved my clay work, geez. Cheryl Simmons, Shara Shrivers, Teresa, I'm not sure if I can spell your last or say your last name, Salardo, who runs the Hop group. Patricia Robinson, or Patricia Robinson. I know that I've watched you grow as an artist, and I think it's fantastic. And one of the other people I want to mention is Jael Thorpe, who does these fantastic eggs. So don't be afraid to just Facebook friend these people and say, hey, thank you for inspiring me, because we all appreciate it. So here's the big reveal. Let's see if we can get this where. Here's the first center cut. So this is a possibility. Let's see if I can. I don't want to attach them together, because I'm going to have to, if I use it for a big project, I'm going to have to possibly reduce it, or I'll show you in a few moments what I was thinking of doing. So reverse. One of the reasons you like to do these angles is because it really changes the flavor of the main cane. I could go together like this. Now if I'm repeating myself, forgive me. I'm trying to look in the camera to make sure you're getting the shot. That looks pretty cool right there. So that's our center, and I still have a bit of this to cut out eventually here, but I'm gonna do a couple of slices, and I think I can do it now on the Lucy here, and put up a kaleidoscope. Well, I'm gonna even that out, because that slice certainly wasn't straight. It's tough to do when you've got something this big. I'll trim off a little of this. And those of you that are wondering what I'm going to do with that big piece from the end here, the big thicker pieces, which should be this, I'm going to be doing a video called the ever-changing bead, and how to use some of that leftover clay. So let's see if this is going to, whoops, no, not quite a regular slice yet. Alright, I think I've got it pretty smooth. So one, it wasn't quite thick enough. I hate cutting canes like this. It's like, oh no, I'm using up the cane. Help me, help me. I can always make another cane, girl. But I love this cane. Believe me, you go through this stuff. That one was a little thicker than I want, but that's okay. This was all an experiment, and if I can help teach people, you know, the things that I go through that worked and didn't work, hey, isn't that what it's all about, to share? Alright, we got 6 pieces. So, I don't want to run this video way too long, if I can help it. So I've got 6 pieces. I moved it out, and then I'm going to show you one variation. Now I'm putting the pieces together on the table. Let's see if I can get the camera trying to show you what's going on here. And I do have a reason. I'll show you really quickly after here what I intend. One of the things I thought that would be really cool to do. One, two, three, four, five, one more. I don't want to push them down too much because I want to be able to use this. Every slice sometimes counts when you're... Of course, you have to make sure that you've got the cane right. Let's see. Yep, pattern's wrong. So I'm going to move the pattern. I know you can't quite see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. Okay. So this is the first possibility. I'm pretty happy with this. You know, some of it's, you know, the purple flowers were somewhat distorted, which is a shame, but it's going to happen with clay because it gets so soft. I'm trying to flip these pieces. I'm sorry, I'm not keeping it quite in the camera. And there's times when I've gone to put these canes together and I got that upside down, I got that backwards. I'm like, okay, there's a way it goes. You just have to take your time and look at it. I think I'm going to get one more slice because one of these is just a little too thin. Bear with me. I'm getting there. Okay, this would be another pattern. Let me see. So you get the general idea. And this would be really, really, really cool if I just let it go as a complete kaleidoscope and expand it out on a glass. And I will be showing you guys what I finally, in the next couple days, do with this main cane. I'm not sure if I did this pattern. This is going to be funny. Did I do this one? And I don't think... Here we go. But I try every once in a while just to let you know that I do take time to at least say thank you. I know I've said it to quite a few of the artists, like sure. Those are I call them my hidden mentors, people who I've watched for years, may have bought one video or two from. I don't try to ever copy anybody. I have a tendency to go my own way, and as far as as far as me as an artist, I have been teaching myself how to do polymer clay for this heavy cane work for about 4 years, maybe going on five. And I used to work in clay dough 30 some odd years ago, when you did the salt clay and then bread dough clay. So I do have years of experience. Never once went to school for art or anything like that. I'm an artist. I'm totally self-taught for many, many years. So now I'm going to lift this up. So you're asking me, what in the world are you going to do with all that clay? Because that's quite a bit of clay there. One of my thoughts was to work on a kaleidoscope for this. I probably should have taken and used the bigger piece to slice, but I wanted to do this for you guys to see, so you could really see what I did with all of this and how to reduce it. So I will eventually run that through the pasta machine very carefully and expand that because it'll be a great light. The other thing I can do really quickly here is make a huge kaleidoscope bowl. And the start of which, especially when you've got these gigantic pieces, would be to go like this and start building out a really big bowl. Yeah. So we'll see from the next couple days what I end up with. And I have another project waiting for me in the wings, a video that I'm going to call the Crazy Triangle video. How to use up some of your end canes and have some serious fun with it. So that would be the next piece I'd add on the bottom. So I want to thank you all for the support, the hugs. If I've inspired you, please just say yep. I mean, a lot of you already told me that, so it's not like I'm looking for extra taps on the back, but it means tons to me to have you people love my work and love what's going on and watch me grow as a clay artist. And you guys have a fantastic day. Enjoy your weekend, and I did put series of videos up on YouTube, so if you want to watch from start to finish again, you're more than welcome, and hit like, and take care, guys. Enjoy your clay. Have fun with it, relax with it, don't stress out. That's part of the fun part about doing clay is just to have a good time. Thanks all, bye.